shark bait has such
Won't be the first time.
time.
Welcome. Well, let's just start you off with a story. Annie-Knight, you know her?
Do not.
I thought you might because she's Australia's most sexually active woman.
I'd like to know her.
Yeah, I figured maybe in one of your websites. Yeah. Well, in 2023, she screwed 365 guys.
Good for
One
her.
a day. Okay. That wasn't good enough for Annie, though. She set a goal for this year, 2024, of 600. And she's a little over 400 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so and her record for one day, 16.
Wow.
And I think, based on that, one day we had this other lady that had a record, but she had so many that they really weren't doing it. I'm guessing at 16, they could really be a real thing.
You take a couple, do 2 or 3 at a time, and you get a little break. Otherwise, you're doing that's like one every 2 hours, right? Almost more than that.
Well, okay, so you slept 8 hours.
Yeah.
You still won an hour.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take me that long. I don't know about you. But anyway, for this year, apparently she is on some website. And she started taking applications. And she said she wished she would have done this a long time ago.
Sure.
And she said she's normally picky, but sometimes she lowers her standards. So I'm
there
thinking,
we go.
me, you and Annie might have a shot there. Huh?
I like it. Yeah.
If she's a little short toward the end of December.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, we could put two in her,
we could
two
use that
notches
to
in
our
her belt.
leverage that to our advantage.
Exactly. Now, here's what I find. Remember we had the cucumber guy a few weeks ago? that
Yes.
Had all those. Well, Annie makes between $3 and $4 million.
God bless
And
her.
obviously, it's not from these guys paying her. It's from she puts all this out there.
Content.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we need to start fucking more.
Well, I do know I'm aware of several adult entertainers that do like a regular fuck a fan contest, not even a contest, but like they'll randomly pick people of their fans they'll bang. So maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah, that's what I and like Annie, sometimes we might lower our standards, right? Well, we can't lower them, can we?
We didn't see how many people sign up.
Okay,
First.
yeah. I think we'll be out in the corner with a sign, please.
The sandwich board signs walking the street.
All right. Welcome to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. This is the title of this one is number 72.
That's right.
And in this episode, what are you going to hear? We're going to start with podcast numerology, and it's bigger. This thing's growing.
Okay.
I got a podcast fact that even you don't know. I got my ridiculous shit from New Scientist magazine. I got an update on Prince Huckamuckfuk.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
Not for a while. I got a quick little thing about me at 2 football games since the last time we recorded. My main story is about a quick little time at LA Fitness. Got facts around the globe, movie music game to see if the record can continue. I got an Argy Bargy that I don't even remember what it's about. We had too long of a production meeting.
Did we?
An interesting would you rather. Now, I know some people skip over that because that's the one women don't like, apparently, even though it's our most popular segment.
It is.
Stay with us this time because I have some different comments this time. And then in Samurai Chatter, we have some questions to get us to know us up close and personal.
That's right.
All right. Numerology, number 72. Okay, like I said, this thing keeps growing.
It does.
Here, who is 72 years old. I've never done this before.
Ooh.
Liam Neeson, Reginald VelJohnson. You know who he is? He was the black guy in Die Hard. And he also was on some sitcom. I can't remember the name of it.
Family Matters.
Yeah. Sting, Mr. T, Steven Segal,
Okay.
Bill Belichick, John Goodman, Dan Akroyd are all 72 years old.
That's a
See, if numerology, I've just come up with this in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I might be able to skip a bunch of segments if I can keep coming up with more of this shit,
yeah,
right?
I agree.
Mr. T or Steven Seagal, who would win in a fight?
Last time I saw Segal, he looked like me. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'll take Mr. T. He looked like last commercial I saw him in. He still looked like he was getting it done. So.
All right, I'm with you. Yeah, Segal
Yeah.
did put on a few kilos, didn't he? Yeah. Okay.
I have a Steeler 72. I didn't even think about it till just now.
Who?
Leon Searcy.
Oh, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
But was he as good as these three?
Ooh.
Carlton Fisk, Too Tall Jones, William Refrigerator Perry.
Wow.
But now, okay, I have something to say here, and it's you parents out there whose kids want to play ball. The only one we know for sure. Does Roland still watch us? His parents?
I think so.
Okay. Roland, if you want to be a good, well-known player, you don't have to practice so much if you can come up with a nickname.
That's
like
absolutely.
Refrigerator Perry, definitely, he was average. Leon Searcy was better than Refrigerator Perry.
I was going to say the only one he was.
He
better,
had a good nickname. Yeah, Refrigerator Perry was nothing. He scored some touchdowns that anyone could have scored behind that offensive line.
That's right.
And even Too Tall Jones, he was good. But if his name wasn't Too Tall, would we be talking about him now? I don't think so.
I'm biased, though. He was on Married with Children. A very funny,
was he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He was very funny in it.
Was he Too Tall Jones in that?
He played himself.
Okay,
Yeah.
I figured.
Very funny.
All right. And I have more about number 72. I don't agree with this first one because this is me. It says 72 inches is the perfect height. And that's what I am now. I used to be 73, but I have shrunk an inch. And don't you laugh out there. It's going to happen to you someday. So, yeah, I am 72 now.
Okay.
Like when they measured me the last time at the doctor, I said, no, I'm bigger than that. But she pointed at the thing and looked pretty official to me. So it said, so that's 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the perfect height would be? What would you want to be?
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I want to be 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I have 6. That makes me the perfect 2 guard, 6'5".
Yes, it does. And I let you get away with some shit last week because I was too drunk about you talking about your basketball prowess.
Yes.
But I'm going to get drunk again, so I guess maybe I'll let it go. Wait a few segments and you can start talking about it again. Okay, 72 is also the ideal temperature, it said.
No, God, no.
What do you think?
68 tops.
Really? I'm okay.
72?
I'm okay with 72.
You old people, fuck that. 72.
Okay.
We'll be doing the episode in our underwear if we do 72 in here.
Whatever happened to that, by the way?
Hopefully it died on the vine.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I think it's still on the website.
I think it is too. Yeah.
72 has 12 divisors.
Oh, here we go.
How about that? And then okay, there's one that's it's a sublime number. And I think there's only 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was pretty good in math.
Yeah.
I read what a sublime number is, and it was just too complicated for me. So for those of you that are mathematicians out there, you should be able to remember this episode because perfect height, ideal temperature, 12 divisors, sublime number, and all those people we talked about. Huh?
Yeah.
There's got to be someone you like in there.
There you go.
Okay. Now I got a podcast fact for you.
Ooh.
Over 4 million podcasts have been launched. Only 10% have produced at least 10 episodes or released new content in the last 90 days. So,
Really?
yeah. So that means 3.6 million have quit, and we're in that top 10% there.
That's impressive, actually.
It is impressive. Now, that doesn't mean we're fucking good. That means we're stupid and we keep doing this. But what the fuck?
We're losers. We don't
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And that's 10 episodes.
Yeah.
We're at number 72.
Yeah.
I imagine it goes way down after that, right?
I'm telling you, I have that 100th episode in my head at this point. We're close enough to it that I'm thinking we can get to 100. Like we can.
Oh, if we don't do that, one of us two is dead.
I agree.
Yeah, if we both live, I think we'll be there. Not even that long. Election, yeah,
May or June, right?
Yeah. I couldn't sit down and think about that, but sure.
Well, I think at 50.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now that is official. What I just gave you there.
Right.
Now I just came up with this on my own.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to change the way they talk about podcasts with this. I think we're a Category 4 podcast. What do you think?
Like Hurricane.
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah. That's exactly where I came up with it. Yeah, I think we started, low, but I think we're growing in numbers, and we're becoming more vociferous and tough and all that.
Yeah, there's a genuine groundswell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
I think we're a category 4.
I agree.
What do you guys think? Awesome. Yeah, we're a category 4 right now, and I think it only goes up to 5, right?
Oh, well, yeah, it can't. If we get to 100, we'll be a 5.
Okay. Or maybe. Okay. Why do they stop at 5? Maybe we can keep going.
That's
Maybe
right.
we can break the damn
this Richter scale.
Exactly. Thank you. Whatever the fuck it is.
We're commingling natural disasters.
And shouldn't we? Isn't that
That's
perfect?
exactly how it should be.
Yeah. Us and disasters, hand in hand. Okay, I know some of you are tired of podcast facts, but now you want a real fact. And these aren't even the facts I'm going to give you later, of course. This is from New Scientist magazine.
There it is.
And this, you may want this. You may want to do this. Crocheted hats help record the brain activity of cats. This technique gives researchers access to their chronic pain.
Oh, Jesus.
So you have a cat still, right?
No, we do, yeah.
Okay, well, get a crocheted hat, and you'll know if his knee's not too good or whatever. The cats don't have knees, I guess, do they?
I think
They have a joint there.
a joint, but yeah, it's not
It's not a knee. Okay, all right. I don't think we have to go any further.
No, that's
okay. But that is true.
Jesus.
It's not like my the podcast thing was true. The category 4 now it's going to be true, but we're not quite there yet.
we're going to manifest that.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Did you use that word last week too? Manifest? Because I actually read manifesto and I wanted to use it and I never did.
Ooh.
And I think you've used manifest twice. That's pretty cool.
That's right.
Okay. I have a quote from Prince Huckamuckfuk. Haven't talked about him in a few weeks.
You need a drink?
He's 4 of them. 4 of them.
Ooh.
He said, he was talking about his children. I enjoy watching them grow every single day and love being their dad. And that would normally bring a tear to my eye because you're a parent, I'm a parent. But, okay. Last week, he was in New York City by himself, going around with some hotsy-totsy people.
Right.
As we're speaking now, he's in London. And his brother or his father are not talking to him.
Yes.
And as you hear this, he's in Africa. Is there his kids, his children with him that he loves being with and loves being their dad? No. What's he love being their dad via Zoom? No.
I can't even go to a wrestling show without taking a
You
tour.
can. I know. And I was the same way.
Yeah.
I was at the Cueto game with my kid. I didn't even sit with her, but I had to take her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, New York City, London, and Africa. Fucker likes his kids so much.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'll get off of him. Last week, I went to a Steeler game.
Yeah.
And you listeners will be interested in this. I tailgated with Mr. Harrelson.
There it is.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And I guess the only thing I should say, I do kind of like his daughter, but I'm not supposed to say that, am I? But I will say this. His 15-year-old grandson was with us, and he was sucking down the beers pretty good.
Good for him.
Yeah, Harrelson's teaching him correctly.
Good for him.
And we're going to hear from Harrelson later on, so you make sure you stay tuned for that because it is worth it. Okay, so that's all I'll say about the Steeler game.
Okay.
And although if you go to the website, you saw the picture of me with the terrible bra lady.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then I went up to Kent again. And I don't know how many more times I'm going to go. That maybe I'll talk about that next week. Something pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
But we went to our motel that we pay $60 for the good room.
Yep.
And the car with no wheel is still there. And I pulled in at 3:30. And a dude comes out of his room, no shoes, in his pajamas, and he was getting a apparatus to charge his car. So it'll start so we can get out of there.
Nice.
However, things got better. Loaded up our shit in a room and went to my favorite bar, Dominic's. and my favorite bartender Stephanie was there.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and she was in these little shorts, and needless to say, my trip back to the motel, no memory. my wife was driving, but no memory of that. No memory of that. But then the next day we did go to the game. As you guys know, we don't talk much sports here, but Kent's number 134 out of 134 teams in the nation. End of the third quarter, toward the end of the third quarter, it's 21 all. And I'm fired up. We got the ball. I'm thinking, yeah. We turned it over 4 straight times. 4 straight times. And that resulted in 24 points for the other team.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, that kind of put it away.
Yeah, yikes.
But I don't know how we work this in. I met this dude at the end of the game. Me and my wife were the only two on this patio. Okay, and the guy was cleaning up, and I started talking to him, and they gave him this title, even though he's kind of charged of the Varsity K Club, which I'm in. His title was Directive of Creative Solutions.
Ooh.
Isn't that a nice handle?
I want that.
Can we come up with something like that with us?
Something
One
like
of us
that.
two should be there.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll talk about that at our next production.
Okay.
Because one of us two has to be in charge of that.
Although I think probably Jane should probably have that title for the show.
Oh, okay.
For the website and stuff.
All right, Jane, you're now the Director of Creative Solutions. And what a great segue. Here's why you can't fucking be it. Okay. Some people say I make fun of Tiny too much, but if you listen to the fucking facts, you'll see that I don't make fun of him enough. All right, we're in this poll of we're in for 4 major sports: NHL, NBA, MLB, and NFL.
I've been in it for about 15 years.
You have, and you still amaze me how you fuck up. We're in the second round, and that's not that far. There's only 8 guys in this, and we draft teams, and those are our teams for the year. And you, the only person, you draft a team that was already selected. Okay, number 1. That was in the second round. In the third round, I knew I had to text you personally. You didn't know it was your fucking turn.
I didn't. I had no idea. No.
Okay.
No clue.
So. Okay, he takes a team that's already been selected. And there weren't that many selected at that point. There were like 10 teams gone. He took one of them. And then he didn't know it was his turn the third time around. We do this all via text, and it's pretty damn simple. Matter of fact, the time you didn't know it was your turn, I had just redone the order so everyone would know. So no one was getting. And then, okay, yesterday, you text me from a restaurant.
Yeah.
And he sees a guy with a Penguin jersey on, and he assumes it's the fucking player. And I played along. He said, yeah, number 25 and his kid are sitting next to me. What fucking professional player wears his own jersey? You think Sidney Crosby runs around with number 87 to show who he is?
There are 2 things in my defense here. There are 2 things. For one, the restaurant we were at was right next to the practice facility, right next to it. And I'm telling you, this dude looked like he had like, you know how like high school track sweats, like you have like the matching sweatpants and the sweatshirt that have the number on them. He had like the whole matching outfit with this whole thing.
You know, you can buy that in the damn place.
Who would buy sweatpants?
And let me guess, he was a white guy. Yeah. Looked like a hockey player, right?
It's probably it. Yeah. So, no, I stand by my assumption.
All right, you can stand by your assumptions, but I just gave 3 reasons why you're not going to be the Director of Creative Solutions. If Jane doesn't want it, I'm taking it. You ain't getting it. All right. Last thing, Pete, or maybe it's not the last thing. Maybe it's the next to last. We want you to go to our website to see lots. We do have a lot of stuff on there, and there's more to come. I'll keep that a tease. Now, I'll talk about it next week. But we're finishing up our pick 3 of game shows, but somehow we didn't get the results. Jeopardy had to win, right?
I think so.
It was leading last time I saw it. It had to win. It had to win. And now the new pick 3, since we're in October, your top 3 monsters. And there's a lot of ways you can go with this. I've already done mine, and I didn't want to tell you because you haven't done yours yet.
I haven't had a chance.
But you think outside of the box, so I don't have to worry. My number 1 was King Kong.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because he got a bad rap. They brought him over here. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just trying to get out of those damn chains, and he actually helped that chick.
Yeah,
and.
This is gonna be tough for me because I love the traditional monsters,
okay.
Dracula, werewolf, and whatever.
And you can go that way. But one of my guest selectors said, "Do we have to go?" I said, "No, you don't have to go that way," and you'll see in a second.
Yeah.
My number 2 was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's a good one.
Because Dan Akroyd just thought him up. He didn't really want to fuck things up. He kind of was forced to.
That's right.
And he didn't make it very far anyway. And my third monster was Charles Manson.
Oh, that's another good one.
And the reason, not that he was a great guy or anything, but I gotta say, every time they do a special on him, I can't turn that damn thing off.
I'm with you.
There's just something about how he was and all that. So that's my 3 monsters.
Those
but
are good.
We would like you to, and like I said, let your imagination. That's the only damn limitation there is there. Give us what you got. Your 3 top monsters. And also, while you're on there, Queen for a Day is still going on. Tell us your ailments. We actually are going to find some kind of gift for that. I don't know.
Cool.
Don't know what it'll be.
Good.
I guess maybe our director of creative solutions can come up with a prize. Lots of photos. I already mentioned me and a terrible bra lady.
Yep.
I think the You Might Be Old contest is still up there, and that is so simple. That's just a name and a number. You don't have to write anything. Miller still ranks his beer. And like I said, tease coming next week. We're going to tell you what I'm going to do something on there.
Excited for this.
Yeah. And then the last thing, I have to bring this up because this was huge. I should have skipped all the shit I just did. Jeff T writing the song about the show.
That's a big one.
Yeah. I don't have anything written about that, but damn, first of all, it was great that he did it.
Yep.
And it's a good song. I actually found myself singing it at night,
I listen, I told you right from the outset, I think this is something we just need to incorporate right into the show. So somehow, I don't care how we end up figuring it out, but it needs to be just part of the regular thing.
So since we're probably way over time, we're not going to put it in this week's, but or are we? We'll see.
No promise.
That gives you something to think about.
It's pretty cool, though.
It is a cool song. Yeah, it's definitely going to be part of the show from here on in.
I agree.
We're not sure exactly how, but we appreciate Jeff T doing that. And he must have done. I'm loaded at Kent, and he's sending me one take after another, and then I'm sending some of them on to you guys. Yeah. And I'm thinking, man, I just want to watch a damn football game. But yeah, I thought that was really good. We're overtime, so I think we just mentioned Clayton clarified something from last show
about the Biddle brothers.
Yeah,
there was a Mel Gibson movie done. That's mentioning that,
and we appreciate Clayton and everybody else that comes through with comments for us.
Yep.
Stay tuned. I won't be so long-winded, but I got something that happened to me this week at LA Fitness. Yeah, me too. Hey, welcome back to the Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. Oh, hey, I'm the Prince of Pittsburgh. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong, and that's tiny. Damn.
That might be a first.
I think it was a first. Well, we're trying to change things up on you. That's right. You're getting too freaking comfortable there, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, we're step out of your comfort zone.
That's right. We're a little claustrophobic today.
Yeah,
so
we are.
Yeah.
We are.
Yep.
We are. Okay, I have a story today. I don't know if it's any good, and I was going to be part of the intro, but then you put these 4 things together. You don't know this story.
Okay.
And I entitled it 31 Minutes at LA Fitness.
Okay.
And this just happened on Monday. Okay. What I do when I go to LA Fitness is I lift weights for 45 minutes to an hour, and then I go on a stationary bike.
Nice.
And then when I'm done with that, I go in and take a sauna and then a shower, and then I leave. And this all took place in a 31-minute time. I was on the stationary bike, and I'm pedaling away. And I compared to those other old people, I kicked their ass.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Good for you.
And when someone tries to get next to me and go fast, I have a little in reserve. Some guy, this shit I'm going to talk about is Monday, but yesterday some guy got next to me and he tried to fuck with me. Yeah, fuck you, pal.
Nice.
Yeah, you go up to 80, I'm going to 95.
That's right. Go
bitch.
fuck yourself.
Exactly. For an old fat man, I'm in better shape than you think. Sorry, I have to keep a cigar going.
That's
too.
right. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm on a stationary bike and I hear something and I look and it's the lady that's next to me about 10 feet away on a stationary bike also. And she's between 65 and 75, I think.
Okay.
I would guess based on how she looks and how her husband looks 75. She looks like a little younger. But anyway, she's on there and all of a sudden she's hitting herself right here. And not 4 times. I'm talking for a minute. And she's going to town. I don't know what this was. And then that got done. And I thought.
Same arm?
Arm. Just like this. Just like this. And then I think, okay, she's done. Then she goes. and she's going to town, too. Yeah. She's not giving your little, it's not do. Yeah. By the way, I just saw this.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh, a new one.
Yeah. I got 4 of them now. I got 4 of them. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So she hits the shit out of herself both ways. Then she even puts her knees up and she starts hitting those. So I'm thinking, wow, that's weird as shit. That might be worth a spot on the intro of our podcast.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe she does heroin. She wants to set herself up for shooting up in a little bit.
That's what it looked like. But ladies exercise. Not going too hard, by the way.
Okay.
She wasn't really putting her best in.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about her fucking going faster than me. But anyway, while that's going on, this is concurrent.
Uh-oh. There's
some dude with a purpose walking. Okay, you've been to that LA Fitness.
I have.
I like it, by the way. I bitch about things there, but okay, you didn't like it. I like it, but it's not a good place to walk because it doesn't have a track.
Oh no, it's terrible for that.
So people that do walk normally walk around the outer boundary, but it's not good for it. You're right. This dude is walking down an aisle, then shooting through weight machines, and then walking through another aisle, and then going this way, and he has this look in his eye.
Look at me.
No, I don't even know. He looks sick enough that I don't know if he wanted it. I don't know, but he's and I'm just watching this after the lady beat the fuck out of herself. I'm watching this and I said, where is this going?
Yeah.
And then I will say one thing for the guy. He's keeping this up for a long time at a pretty good pace. And there's a lot of people in there. It wasn't really, like you said, it's not conducive to walking for exercise. And then I see him get up near the front, and I didn't see anyone near him. He did the best head and shoulders fake. As a basketball coach, I've been teaching that for years, and no one's ever done it. No one's ever done. Nowadays, everyone just tries to outquick everybody.
Sure.
A good head and shoulders fake. Any basketball coaches out there teach that because it would work, but no one's going to fucking do it. He gave a great shoulder fake, and then he just continued his walking, and then it didn't have a pattern. He'd go down this aisle, then a different aisle, then he'd shoot through 2 different machines. And I mentioned it to someone, a guy that knows everybody there, and he says, oh, that guy's already been thrown out of here once. They had some kind of big meeting, and they let him back. So I don't know. Everything wasn't home upstairs with him.
There's going to be, when the story about somebody being dismembered in McCandless Township breaks, he's going to be the first suspect.
Yeah. I was hoping he'd be the one dismembered. But
I'm okay with that, too.
You're right, but he might. So, okay. So this, I'm on the bike for 30 minutes. This happened in about the last 12 minutes. The lady beating the shit out of herself and this guy doing head and shoulder fakes, getting around people and shit.
Yeah.
So I go into my sauna, and sometimes it's crowded. I had an Argy Bargy about a sauna a little while ago.
You did. With visual aids.
Yes, I did. I'm not going to bring my visual aids this time, but I just saw one guy in there, and I thought, oh, thank God. I'm just going to go in there. And he starts preaching to me. Preaching the Bible.
Of course he
And
does.
it's just me and him. At first he said hi. I said, how you doing? And then I'll say one thing, he was pretty good at it. He was as good as Joel Osteen. He was going on. And usually I can somehow escape this shit. I gave an amen brother twice. But it didn't even slow him down.
Did you give him your qualifications?
I gave him nothing. But then he's going on and on about this and that, and I was halfway listening, and then he said, after I gave him 2 amen brothers, he said, I don't know where this came from. He said, you can kiss your wife now, but you're not going to be able to kiss her later.
Ooh.
So I called him on it. I said, why not? Why can't I kiss her later? He said, oh, no, not on the other side of Jordan. And then he goes in, and he did have a rhythm to it, too. And,
wow.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty good.
Wow. Now, see, this is where I'll start dipping into some Slayer lyrics whenever somebody gets this far into stuff with me. I can't take it.
I don't know any lyrics, so I just had to listen. And then a couple other people came in. Matter of fact, the person that can verify all this shit, Phil is one of our viewers, regular viewers.
Okay.
And right before this all started, he said, because I argued about some guy laying all his shit over the bench. He said, I know what guy you're talking about. So we even laughed about that.
Oh, no.
And then he's there for, he was there for the end of the preacher. And then the preacher, I don't know where this came from, but I thought, okay, here's my out. He said something about, you can drink your Budweiser, you can drink your Yingling. And I said, hey, now you're talking my brother. Game here. But it didn't slow him down. And he even got up as people were sitting down. I kept thinking he's going to leave. It's 180 degrees in the sun.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
He hung in there for the longest time.
God.
So finally he leaves, and some other guy sits down. There's like 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to Phil, and we're talking about my 2 alma maters, high school and college, and football. And my high school alma mater is almost always really good. And as you know, my college alma mater is almost always sucks. Right. So first we were talking a little high school, and I said, yeah, they're really good this year again. But and then I said, yeah, but my other alma mater, really. And I started talking, and then this new guy that sat down, he said, oh, did you go to Kent State? And I said, yeah.
Oh, no.
He starts preaching about college football.
Oh, God.
It was worse than goddamn the Bible.
Kissing your wife and Jordan.
Yeah, at least the Bible guy had some new shit. This guy's talking about how bad things are and why Kent State can't get good. And then he starts talking about Nick Saban, and he's just going on and on.
Well, he seemed knowledgeable. At least
he was. Well, no, the first guy was knowledgeable about the Bible too. They were both.
I don't know what's worse, by the way.
No, I think this was worse because, and this guy had just got in the damn sauna. At least I knew the preacher of the Bible. He had to get hot at some point. This motherfucker, I could tell he was just getting started. So finally, I got the hell out of there. So I just thought in 31 minutes, I had a lady beat the fuck out of each other, out of herself, and then I had this guy jerking all around and doing head and shoulders fake, and then I had Joel Osteen give me the damn Bible, and then I had Stephen A. Smith giving me college football and what's wrong with it. So I just thought that's no intro. That's a segment. I hope it never happens to me again. We'll be back with Facts of the Week. Clayton Cox. Oh. You gotta tell me when you push that fucking button.
I thought I did. You want to stop?
No, hell no. We have never.
I thought it did.
We have never edited yet. Why do it not? I apologize. I didn't know he pushed the fucking button.
I'll fall on the sword this time.
Okay. Welcome back. This is Facts of the Week. These are true, and the first 2 I'm going to ask you because these have to do peripherally with you. Okay. Oh. Surgeon General Vivek Murphy's Parents Under Pressure report found that 40% of American moms and dads report being so stressed they feel numb. Okay, you, Tori's what, 11?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that?
No.
Okay. So
Numb? Like, I mean, look, I'm dead inside, but I don't feel numb. Like, stress? Fuck it. Nah, I wouldn't agree with that.
I mean, my daughters are grown, but I never felt any fucking stress. It's their fucking stress. Not
Yeah.
mine. You know, I mean, I wanted them to do well, but I didn't feel numb.
I mean, there's
they
some,
fucked up. I told them, hey, quit fucking up. You know?
Yeah, we got some shit going on with the school that we quite like. The communication and stuff sucks, but I don't feel stressed. I just yell at them and we move on. I don't. That's not stress.
Okay, so you 40% of moms and dads that are numb. Lighten up, bitches.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And now, second, I have 4 facts, by the way.
Go ahead.
You threw me all off by pushing.
I sure did.
Okay. You do remote work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you like that.
Very much so.
Okay. Tiny works. What the fuck do you do?
I like to say I'm in finance.
Okay. All right. That's good. Well, David Tillingast. He also does remote work.
There you go.
He's the police chief of Bridgewater State University in Massachusetts. He makes $172,419 a year.
Good for him.
But he moved to Florida a year and a half ago.
Wait a minute.
The police chief. And his justification, he says he remains in constant communication with the university. Now, I think you can approve a loan from where you are, but would you feel confident being the police chief?
Man, that's crazy. I mean, look, this is like the absentee landlord, right? Like, holy shit.
This is worse.
Yeah, this would be like the purge. What the fuck's he gonna do? Fly up here?
Like that dude that escaped from the jail in 1817.
Yeah.
Well, there were no guards there at night. The police chief wasn't there. You high school seniors, if you're partiers, I would think about Bridgewater State.
Hell yeah.
I think there's a good chance you're not going to get caught doing anything.
That's right.
All right. Fact number 3. This happened in Ohio. An 8-year-old girl. She took her family's SUV, drove it 10 miles to the local Target. Police found her inside. She was doing a shopping spree.
Good for her.
Officers said, we did let her finish her Frappuccino. We're not mean. No. Okay, here's the, I don't know this. Like, okay, we've both probably driven over the limit. But
Maybe.
if you make it home and get in your house, that's not against the law,
That's
right?
right.
Well, she drove this thing 10 miles to Target, but no one saw her.
Right.
They only saw her inside drinking a Frappuccino and apparently buying a bunch of other shit.
Right.
But is that, how's that work?
There's a corrosion of conformity who I brought up before.
Mm-hmm.
The rules only apply on the witness stand. If you don't get, first of all, how does she get a Frappuccino? Who's buying her? Did somebody pay for it?
No, apparently, if you can drive an SUV, you probably have a credit card. And okay, I would have no idea, but you grew up in the sticks where people drive shit that lays right in front of us.
Yes.
When you were 8 years old, would you be able to drive a vehicle 10 miles?
Ooh. I had driven a car at that point.
Had you?
So yeah,
there's no fucking way for me. No fucking way.
If I wanted to shoot hoops at the house, my grandfather made me move the cars, and so he'd make me move them out of the way.
And it seems a lot of you people that live rurally, do something with a tractor or some shit, so you're used to driving shit.
Yeah.
Unlike those of us that grew up near a city.
And like the mower had like gears, you had to shift.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go faster in a
So
higher
maybe
gear,
you could have driven. What do you think?
10 miles? I don't know, man. 10, or 8? 8? I don't know about 8 though.
Yeah. Okay.
Tori's driven a car by already.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
They didn't say what the punishment was for this girl, but I think she maybe should get a medal.
Yeah, right.
But take away that credit card, though. What's a Frappuccino cost? Okay.
Uh-oh.
I got to keep this going.
Yeah. You could enter that contest.
Yeah. By the way, yesterday I went about an hour and a half.
Wow.
with a cigar. For those of you who don't know, we're talking about this is about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
A cigar smoking champion, and the how you won the championship was how long you can make it go.
That's a good.
And yesterday I just went out in the sun and I was just relaxed, and it went about an hour and a half.
Good for you.
And but I always, every time I puff, I don't know if you have a pattern. I think I puff 3 times.
Yeah, I have to think about it.
At least.
Yeah.
And I guess if you want to go 3.5 hours, you can't be puffing 3 times, you know.
Probably not.
So I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, one more fact. Those were fantasies, not fact. Actually, fantasy comes up a little bit later. And after this, after this fact, this may be my story for next week. Anna Sorokin. She's a convicted con artist known as the Fake Heiress. And actually, I think she has been in the news. I think I kind of remember it. Well, apparently, because she's appearing on Dancing with the Stars. Ugh. And while she's dancing, she's wearing a bedazzled ankle monitor. She said, it's pretty light and it doesn't dangle, so it's not so bad.
And we're sensationalizing this bitch.
Well, okay, you're ruining my story for next week.
Whoops, sorry.
I'm going to sensationalize a bitch that was fairly similar. Okay,
oh, nice.
All right. I don't think I've told that story on air. You know the story I'm even telling? I think
actually,
you do too,
yeah.
but I don't think I've told that on air.
I don't think so.
Okay, so try to act a little more interested next fucking week, will you?
No promises.
Okay. All right. I know maybe it's been a little slow now, but now we start getting into the teeth of this thing. The movie and the music game. We're going to see if Tiny and Paul G can keep their undefeated streak in the music game.
Oh.
You did more than hell. I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. That was just funny when we did it, but now it's not funny.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, it does.
We laugh.
You know, that's because you didn't fucking join in there. You know.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was coming.
You're going to do that shit next week. You laughed your ass off when I said it 60 seconds ago.
Oh, but I was singing along.
I thought you might do it again. All right, people. We digress again, don't we? We've got the movie game, and then, of course, you're on the edge of your seat for the music game. The movie game is it can give you 6 characters and see if Tiny can guess it. Then we'll give you a few facts about the movie. Okay. I guess should give you some people, huh? Bluebird. That's pretty unique.
That is pretty unique.
I bet you there's somebody out there that got it. Because I'm thinking you saw this for sure.
Okay.
Charlotte Kugel.
Oh, my.
Bluebird, Charlotte Kugel. This next one's not going to help you much. Jeffrey.
Wow.
Okay. Then we have Belinda Keaton.
Oh, my.
Then we have Chuck Lumley. And we have Bill Blazejowski. So it's Bluebird.
Holy shit.
Charlotte Kugel, Jeffrey, Belinda Keaton, Chuck Lumley, and Bill Blazejowski.
Wow. You said they were going to get harder.
I said the movies will get harder.
Holy
and the
shit.
songs should stay pretty easy for you.
Wow. I don't think.
No idea.
I don't
And if it'll make you feel any better, I wouldn't have got it off that either. But I know you've seen this movie.
I got nothing.
Should I give you any more hints? No, fuck it. You've been doing pretty well lately. How many of you got it? Awesome. It's Night Shift.
Oh, wow. Damn, there's a lot of good one-liners in this
There
movie.
are. And now, I don't know.
There's some boobies in this movie, too, if I remember right.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And when I see, when I read these down, and Belinda Keaton is one of the, I wonder if they named it just because who the star was.
Yeah.
But anyway, what year did it come out, you think?
I'm going to say 1984.
82.
Oh.
That's not bad. That's not bad. No credit, of course, but not bad. Night Shift cost $8 million to make. Now this was in 82. I made $21 million. I mean, that's good, but compared to some of the ones we've had lately.
Well, yeah.
Remember Pretty Woman that you hated? I didn't mean to bring that up. Made over $400 million. This was the first movie Ron Howard directed.
Oh, I never knew that.
I didn't either.
Huh.
And Kevin Costner had a non-speaking part as a frat boy.
I don't think I knew that either.
I didn't either. And now this won't surprise you. In a 2019 interview, so fairly recently, Henry Winkler was asked his most annoying co-star, and he named Shelley Long. You would think he'd just say, nah,
I'm not going to do that.
No, he said.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know what you know about her, but I saw her on a talk show once, and she was teaching us how to breathe. We all know how to breathe, damn it, or we'd be dead. Damn, we know how to breathe. Teach me something that's going to help me, you know?
I kind of knew that because not that I'm some Cheers aficionado, but if I remember correctly, there weren't too many people to see that were sorry to see her leave.
I read that too.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised to hear that, but I didn't know that.
Okay. All right. So Night Shift, good movie. Shannon Doherty, she was Bluebird.
I didn't know that at all.
Wow. And this won't surprise you, I don't think. Jeffrey, he was played by Clint Howard. Ron Howard, he always found a part for his brother. I like him, but he was one ugly motherfucker. Yeah. when you look to Hollywood, like that's one fucking star that's uglier than us two.
That's the only time I would want a sibling is to hook me up with a fucking movie role.
Me, for real. So he was Jeffrey. I don't even remember what Jeffrey did.
I don't either.
He always had little bit parts in all Ron Howard movies. I guess he wanted the production company to pay him instead of he having to pay him.
Right.
I liked him though.
Oh, sure.
You know, he was. He had a part in the Andy Griffith Show.
I did not.
You know Ron Howard was Opie, obviously.
I do.
Well, there was a little kid that walked around named Leon, and he was too young to have any lines, but he was always eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he was like this tall, and he would always just put it up like, hey, do you want some? It was hilarious. One time, Barney Fife was being a mannequin. He was doing undercover work. Yeah. And Leon came up and put this. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's time to get serious, people.
Right. That's right.
Okay. Now
we've
had enough fun. Okay. Have you had enough fun? Awesome. Now it's time to see if Paul G and Tiny can keep that undefeated streak going in the music game, and I think you should get this one.
Get your home versions ready.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, forgetting to say that. Yeah, remember you can pause and think about it, but
don't cheat.
Don't cheat. That's a rotten thing to do. Okay, here I give the lyrics, and Tiny and you playing the home game have to see if you can come up with. If you come up with the song title, that's good enough. But try to come up with a song title, the artist, or the group, and the year it came out. Okay, Wendy, let me in. I want to be your friend. I want to guard your dreams and visions. Just wrap your legs round these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engines.
Whoa. Wow, I don't know if I know this one.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Damn.
Okay, let me give it
Go
to you
ahead.
one more time in my voice.
Oh, boy.
Wendy, let me in. I want to be your friend. I want to guard your dreams and visions. Just wrap your legs round these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engines. Boy, that didn't help at all.
No,
that didn't even come out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, that's all, the cadence didn't help there.
No, I meant for it too. In my mind, I had it. Just wrap your legs around these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engine. You don't got it. Okay, Paul G. I hope you're thinking One more time, Wendy, let me in. I want to be your friend. I want to guard your dreams and visions. Just wrap your legs around these velvet rims and strap your hands across my engines. Born to Run. I didn't give you the first lyrics. I gave you the second stanza.
Yeah, I know it.
Who sings it?
That's Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, what year?
I should have known that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his, though. He's just, nah. He's one of those guys that you know how many times I've seen bands. I know a lot of people have seen him a bunch.
I know. Who's the sportscaster in Pittsburgh that goes in the season?
Oh, yeah.
Pursuta?
Mike Pursuta.
Yeah.
No, you're right. 77.
75.
Damn.
And I don't know how many people we have out there from Cleveland or were from Cleveland. This used to be the song that they played every Friday at 6 o'clock. MMS was the number one radio station, rock radio station in the country. They played this song and that kind of got the weekend going. So I remember where I was living and everyone had their speakers out and you could hear it throughout the whole town. And
okay,
everyone was already drinking, but that officially got everything underway.
Yeah. Paul's going to get that. Anyway.
I hope so. Paul,
he'll get it.
Let me know. We'll see if the streak continues.
Yeah.
So you went a measly 1 for 5 today. 1 for 5. And I didn't even think those were that tough. Well, they were tough for you.
Maybe I've been drinking too much.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I do apologize. In my mind, I was singing that well, but I didn't sing that very well.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. We'll be next up with Argy Bargy. If you're driving down a 2-lane road and someone else is coming at you, and on their end of the road, on their side of the road, is an obstacle, like someone riding a bicycle, a construction vehicle, a delivery van, that person driving toward me, you don't have the right to come in my fucking lane. You have to stay over there. My lane's not community property. My lane is clear. I go this way. You stay until you come the hell over here. Stay in your fucking lane. I'm sorry you have that obstacle, but that's how it is. So wait until you come into my lane. I hope you get arrested if you don't do that, or at least I hope you develop a cyst in your private parts and it'll make you painful to move, pee, or screw. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Dive Bar Talk. This is our most popular segment. And it was a little different this week. The two people were Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese.
And topical.
Yeah. The playoffs are going on
She
now.
was just named Rookie of the Year.
Was she?
Today,
Okay, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't believe how many people were negative about this.
Really?
Like I had a bunch that took the time to reply and said neither.
Wow.
And then I had some other ones that said, if I have to, I'll go here. Now, my thought is, okay, these two aren't the typical ones we use in the Would You Rathers.
Yeah.
They're not movie stars. But, all right, if any of you that said, neither, I went, you're laying in bed, and there's a 22-year-old, they're both 22, by the way, 22-year-old woman that's in tip-top shape. You wouldn't... You wouldn't roll over?
And I'll remind our audience, Rosie O'Donnell's been in Would You Rather for us, so come on.
I don't think she was in the one I sent out, though. I think that was back in the old days.
It was the old days.
Because I'm thinking about bringing her back.
Oh, no.
But, now I won't, because if people didn't like
they're getting...
I was...
Our fans are spoiled.
They are, because... like I said, I know it's not like the typical ones we have. But if either one of these two are laying next to me, I'm just happy as I can be.
Yeah.
22 years old, and fit as,
ready to go.
Fit as a fiddle and ready for love. Anyway, despite not getting a lot of people not voting or being pissed off, it's still a close race and our votes count.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm almost hoping you go one way because I don't want to be the deciding one. But anyway, before we get to that,
it's good these count though. I like
it is. No, it hadn't, but it happened. Damn, it did happen. Not in the last one. I think 2 times ago.
Well, there was the tie that carried over for a while.
Carried over until my lesbian friend finally voted like 4 weeks later.
Who that was now, but
yeah, me either. But it was probably a pretty good battle.
It was a good one.
Okay, so it's Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. For those of you, you should know who those two are, but they're both playing in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. And here's some comments I got. Remember, not from me and Tiny, from you, the home viewer. And first, I'll go the ones that said. First of all, there were 6 people I wrote down that had negative things to say, and most of them did not vote.
Wow.
And one guy who said he didn't vote, I said, you didn't vote the last time and ended a tie. And then he said, well, okay, I'll vote. And he might have decided it. We'll see. Okay. But anyway, for Caitlin Clark, she's had heaps of abuse dumped on her and handled it well, which is kind of true. Mm-hmm. Another person said she's a great ball handler. Another person said, take Caitlin because that Angel chick is an evil scumbag. And we're going to get some more of that. Someone said Caitlin because she could improve my game. So this person said Angel Reese is better looking, but pretty annoying. So Caitlin wins again. And this person said Caitlin because she's money from all over the place. Okay. Now these are for Angel. You'll know who this is from. I have a feeling. He said, Angel, I want to put my vanilla icing on those chocolate titters.
Oh, yeah.
You know who that was from?
I do, and he leans that way anyway, so I'm not surprised at all, yeah.
Now, this guy said it a little more rotten than the other person, but I got 2 people that said basically this one. Angel, so I could stick my dick down her throat so she'd shut the fuck up. I really had 2 people that kind of said that, but he was a little more harsh about it.
Okay.
And another guy, like I said, more than one. One guy voted, but he just said, I don't like this one.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, this one said, Angel, even though I don't like her personality, this is not a personality contest.
That's right.
This person said, Angel, even though she can't make a layup. No, I don't watch the WNBA. Can she not make a layup?
There was a stretch right when Caitlin Clark started to come on because she started slow, if you remember.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then there was something that happened there where she missed a bunch of bodies.
Okay. This says Angel probably has the edge. Yuck on both for me. Okay, now this is we're getting toward the end here. Mm-hmm. This is the guy. He's a living legend, and he's close getting his own card every time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He's good. Mm-hmm. Definitely Angel. Just can't visualize doing the dirty deed with Caitlin. But Angel has a tight ass and is tall enough that I could partake of those gorgeous ebony globes and nipples without bending over. See, that kind of deserves his own card.
That's a good one, yeah.
That is, and he puts up a good one each time.
He's consistent.
I'm thinking about moving him up, but I got one more.
There he is.
I got one more.
Yep.
The person I went to the Steeler game with, or tailgated with. This is from
Mr. Harrelson.
Mr. Harrelson, hard to believe he had a opinion. Caitlin, that Iowa cornstalk, looks anemic and is so pasty white she could possibly be a loaf of Wonder Bread. It's in the same color hue as my love squirts. Said she could double as the woman in the American Gothic painting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he says, I'll take Angel. She actually has a butt and some definition to her body. And she's not afraid to try and look a bit sexy with some makeup and jewelry. In fact, I'll be happy to give her a pearl necklace. That, my fan, that's from Mr. Harrelson.
There it is.
Now, for those of you that, the few of you that don't like this segment, that's not us two.
No,
that's not us two.
No.
That's from the last 2 are from Living Legends. Actually, all the 3 girls, we're Living Legends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have not announced the numbers yet, but you get a vote, then I get a vote, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. Well, I'm not influenced by Mr. Harrelson, but I think I'm headed that direction. And someone else mentioned, I think it's a perfect match. You take her athletic prowess. I already have my game matches Caitlin's more. So if we combine my game with Angel Reese's
when I'm
game,
drunk at the end of this shit, so I don't have as much to say. Say that shit in the first segment next time, motherfucker.
So I think we create the perfect basketball player.
You know what? Next time we do this in 2 weeks, there's going to be no fucking basketball players because this is the second time in a row you've talked about your fucking game, which you have none.
Oh, prowess.
Yeah, prowess. Whatever.
Yeah. So I'm taking Angel.
Okay. Because your match is up.
I can't imagine the athlete we would produce.
Okay. Well, and would you rather, we don't say would you rather what? Like, I don't love Angel's personality either. It's a little strong for me, but also like our guy that almost deserves a card. Yeah. I won't mention the name, Jeff. And I can't visualize doing the dirty deed with Caitlin either. I can visualize doing it with Angel. So I'm going that way too.
Wow.
I'm going that way too.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't marry her, but yeah, for a night, I think should be pretty good fun. So
yeah,
I have a pen.
Ooh.
Angel wins 26-22.
Wow.
26-22.
Okay.
It was 24-22 coming into this. Man. A few people didn't vote that. Matter of fact, I hate them. I don't hate to make fun of anybody. Our living legend guru.
Oh, yeah.
I send him the damn thing.
Sure.
So I get a reply. He gives me all his damn baseball picks, but didn't have time to make a fucking vote. And I know who he would have voted for.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. All we had to, and I asked some other people, says, yeah, sometimes I don't have time. It takes 7 fucking seconds. China gives me the pictures. I send the pictures out and just fucking tell me.
One word.
Yeah, one word. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what some people do.
Yeah.
But no. Anyway, so Angel moves on into the tournament that we probably will never have. Do you think she could beat anybody in the tournament?
Wow. Now, see, if you do her versus who was the one, the basketball chick I picked last time? That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, but she didn't win. She got her ass kicked.
Oh, did she? That's right. Yeah.
She got
I don't know that. No, probably not. Probably not.
Well,
I'm going to say no.
Maybe we're going to have this tournament, aren't we?
It could be a whole show, probably.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Each segment's a round.
Maybe we'll wait for March Madness. Huh?
Ooh, there you
How about
go.
that shit? Yeah.
That's a tease.
I'm applying for that the director of creative solutions. We already know he's too stupid to fucking do it. Okay, we will be back with Samurai Chatter, and you're going to get up close and personal with me and Tiny.
Well, I believe in UFOs. That's what gets me every time.
We're not sure how this segment's going to go. Last time we were pretty happy. This time we don't know. So how about this?
Were we happy or were we drunk?
Well, both. $6. $6 at Staples, people.
There you go.
Okay. All right. What we have is 4 questions to get me and get to know me and Tiny up close and personal. And I sent these to Tiny a few days ago, but he can't find his answers. And I came up with some answers this morning, and I wasn't that happy with mine either. So, here. Make sure you can answer these. Play your home version. You can pause and give your own funny answers, and that takes the pressure off us. Like, excuse me, Paul G has been coming through for you on the music game.
Yeah.
You guys can come through on the answers here, so we don't have to be funny. So please put in some funny ansers, laugh at yourself, and then you'll think, boy, this is a pretty good show.
Maybe I should do a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want, come to West Middlesex next Friday. All right. Without further ado, what is your favorite season and why?
Yeah.
No, it's duck hunting season. That, sir, is an investigative fumigated for fabrication. It's wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. I say it's duck season, and I say fire.
I'm gonna say this because I don't want us to have the same answer. My answer.
How do you know what my fucking answer is?
I don't. I'm gonna say spring.
Okay.
Sports wise, I know the tournament's there, so I'm worried you're gonna say that there too. But I think without changing it, I would have said fall originally because I just like.
Good thing you change it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say spring because there's just as many things starting then as there are in the fall, like, sports wise and whatever. And I just, that whole idea of what we can maybe get done into the summer and just get things started. So I'm saying spring.
Okay. And I am going with the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And basketball plays a big part in my answer, but for two way different reasons.
Okay.
Excuse me. I used to run basketball camps,
right,
and they were very, very taxing and hard work, and I'm not a hard worker. So for 2 months, I had to bust my ass, and those would get done, and I was so happy that I could get back to my piece of shit job where I didn't have to fucking work, or very hard at least. I had to show up, but that was about it. So number one, I was really happy when I was running the camps. Oh, especially when I was running them myself. They're done. I get a little bit of a break.
Yep.
So I love the fall for that. And then the other reason, when I'm coaching basketball, the fall's the best time because you haven't lost yet. Everybody's happy. No one knows who's not going to play.
Yeah.
So everyone, yes, coach. And then you have your first few games, you lose. Some guys feel like they're on the bench, and they're all fucking pissed off. Parents are fucking calling you at home.
Everyone's still eligible.
At college, hell yeah. That's even better. Yeah. So that's why. And I do like football. I know you're not a big football guy, but I am. So all that, I'm going with the fall.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do to calm down?
Yeah. This is one I didn't have a real good answer for.
You don't have a real good answer for any of them.
No, I know. I don't. Listen, music. I use music to change all my moods. I'll be honest. Like getting up, as I told you, I'm struggling today. I got home late. I had to listen to some music to get me going, to wake up a little bit. So to calm down, same thing. I'll listen to different kinds.
Okay,
of music
what do you listen to calm down?
This isn't calm down music, but a lot of times I'll listen to the Clarks because it's feel good music. And that feel good thing kind of puts me in a good mood where I'll kind of and I'll calm down. But I know it's not like smooth jazz or anything like that. But I'll say listening to music because listening to different music puts me where I need to be in my head.
Okay. Clarks are coming to Kent in December.
Oh,
you want to go with us?
Might want to do that.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I just saw that.
Is it a school night or is it a weekend?
No, weekend.
I'll be interested.
Okay, all right.
Production meeting.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what do I do to calm down? It's not watching the Pirates, I tell you that much.
Jesus.
No, that's what it is not. That gets me so fucking fired up. Night after night, 162 times. Maybe that's why I like the fall. They're fucking done. Yeah. They just kill me. They kill me.
Yeah.
So what do I do to calm down? I used to do this a lot, not as much anymore, but marijuana always helped. Made me pretty fucking mellow. And
that's a good
then when I had kids, I didn't want to be doing that in front of them. But my kids are gone now for the most part. And every once in a while, I partake in some form or another.
There you go. I have some gummies we should do.
I have some too. Okay. All right. But you want to do your mushroom gummies while we're on the air, and I think that's a bad idea.
I'm ready for that.
Okay. Are those legal?
I don't know.
Okay. My marijuana gummies are at least legal. Okay. Question number 3. What is your idea of a perfect weekend?
Yeah.
And remember, you can pause and play at home, but don't cheat.
That's right. Being in the woods somehow, I think we've talked about this in some variation before, but we we went a couple weekends ago out riding in Somerset County, and it was just, everybody there, everybody's low maintenance. You just kind of go, you hang out, you get some riding in, you see some sights. You get to be outside when it's nice out. So I'm going to say out in the woods riding.
Okay. All right. That's pretty. That's not mine, but that's, I understand it. Mm-hmm. I guess on Friday night, I'd like to get together with old friends. I enjoy. Now, lately, we've been having too many fucking reunions. I have another one coming up. I don't know if I'm going or not.
Am I invited?
Yeah, if you want, fucking. No one knows. Our school was so fucking big.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm gonna digress. I got something. A text this week that some dude in our class died, and everyone was saying how sad and all that shit. So I do have a yearbook, and I got out. I've never seen this fucker in my life. I mean, I was even happy because then I'm not going to be sad.
Right.
I mean, I feel bad that he died, but
yeah,
not too bad. How bad can I feel when I don't? I had no idea. I went to school with him for 4 years, and I swear I never saw this motherfucker. And that was from a picture from then.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so but I do like getting together with old friends. I just don't some of these reunions. I don't know anybody. Okay, so old friends on Friday. On Saturday, I'd like the Pirates to win the World Series or a playoff game.
Oh yeah,
either one of those would be good.
That's a good one.
And in both those days, there'll be a lot of alcohol involved.
Yeah.
And then we're coming Sunday. I'd like the Steelers to win a regular season game. Okay. That would help me. And then I'd like to finish it off with some sex. So, old friends, Pirates winning in the playoffs, which probably not going to happen in my life. But alcohol, Steelers win a regular season game, and sex, yeah, that still goes on.
A pretty full weekend.
And yeah, I can go 4 for 5 there.
Yeah. That's no Jim Valvano week, but
right. That was cry, laugh, and think. Right?
Think, yeah.
Okay. I'm not doing much thinking. But probably with that shit, I'm crying. That's for damn sure, because that shit probably ain't going to happen.
That's right.
Okay, and the last question, and you came up with, where'd you come up with this?
Another podcast I listened to.
I figured.
Yeah,
I didn't think you came up with it.
No, fuck no.
See, you can't be in charge of creative solutions. Okay. If you were given and remember, you can play at home. If you were given $1 million to write a novel by the end of the year, what would you write about? And then you even asked me yesterday. We talked. We actually did have a little production.
A little bit.
And when I rewrote the question, you want to know if it had to be by the end of the year or not. Does that play a part in this?
The sense of urgency didn't change my opinion at all.
See, you asked me that. This is why you can't be creative solution. I said, does that matter? And you said, no, I don't give a shit. No. Then why the fuck you ask?
Because that's how it was read on the podcast.
Yeah, but it wouldn't affect your answer at all.
No, not at all. And the shame of it is I really don't have a great answer for this. The one thing I always seem to gravitate towards, when I say novel, to me, it's always like, like stuff that can't happen, because who wants to talk about real stuff? That's fucking boring. A lot of post-apocalyptic stuff always interests me, Skynet with Terminator, Mad Max and all his crazy shit, Thunderdome, who runs Bartertown, 2 men enter, 1 man leave, all that kind of stuff. So I'd probably try to do that because all the post-apocalyptic type stuff. It seems to interest me for whatever reason.
And you have a good idea as far as that goes?
Nope.
Well, thank God you sent this over to me and I made us do this. It's really entertaining.
I was cutting grass listening to that when I sent that to you. It was like a month ago.
This is why people don't watch us till the very end. But if you go back to 71, we were good in the last one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, today you're probably not watching it anymore. Okay. If I was given $1 million to write a novel, by the end of the year or not, what would I write about? I have 2 answers. One, anything they wanted. They would give me $1 million. What do you want me to write about? I'll throw some shit on a fucking paper.
Yeah.
I'll get my parchment out.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah. Constitution. Mm-hmm. And, but then I thought about this a little bit. I would write about someone coming out with, remember last week we talked about a vaccine that stopped cows from burping?
Yes.
I would come up with a vaccine that cures human stupidity, and then see how the world would change.
That who would be our audience?
With no offense, we'd have none. Not sure we have one now. This was my book I'm writing. I'm not talking about my podcast. And I'm not even sure how the world would change in that case, but I have some ideas that I think I could put down on my parchment.
Ooh.
How about that?
That'd be a good one.
Okay. All right. I think we're pretty much toward the end here. You have anything else?
I'm good.
You're always good at the end.
That's it.
Do you even look shit up anymore? Or do you just
fuck it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Zelda's ready too. She says bag it. She's
okay.
ready.
Where is she?
Right
Hi, Zelda. Okay, as you know, we've been rotating Stephen Wright, Rodney Dangerfield, and Yogi Berra. And it's Yogi Berra's turn, and this is apropos because the baseball playoffs are going on as we're speaking. And Yogi had this to say about baseball. 90% of the game is half mental. Yogi had a way of words.
I sure did.
Okay, thank you very much for staying with us for number 72. You can go back and see the importance of the number 72. And we are the hardest working podcast in 4 states. So how's that mean anything? We will be back next week with number 73. See you then.
Come again to the Bar Show.